Greetings, friends. This reflection is for Divine Mercy Sunday, the conclusion of the Easter octave. In 2000, St. John Paul the Great instituted the Sunday after Easter as Divine Mercy Sunday, in which he wanted to encourage the world to seek God's mercy when there's so much tribulation happening. What is mercy? St. Thomas Aquinas reminds us that mercy consists in bringing a thing out of non-being into being. In the early church, we see how mercy is transpired concretely, as we recall that the believers devoted themselves to the teaching of the apostles and to the communion life, to the breaking of the bread and to the prayers. In it, they were filled with awe. They were witness of wondrous signs. They lived for the good of the other. They were selfless and generous. They overflowed with exultation and sincerity of heart. That's how to summarize it in Acts of the Apostles that we hear this Sunday. In the psalm chosen for this Sunday, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, his mercy endures forever. We are reminded the Lord helped the psalmist who was hard-pressed and fallen, and that his strength and courage was in him, for he is his Savior, and he is our Savior. Now, we hear the account about St. Thomas Aquinas, not St. Thomas Aquinas, St. Thomas the Apostle. There's so many Thomases, I'm sorry. But anyway, we have St. Thomas the Apostle, who's commonly known as Didymus. And everybody's telling Didymus, like, hey, we saw the risen Lord, he's alive. And then Thomas was made a bold thing, unless I touch his wounds, I would believe. I think it's easy for us to understand where St. Thomas the Apostle was coming from, or Doubtful Thomas, you like to call him, is that, let's face it, everybody was still traumatized from what happened, 2 weeks, after the events that unfolded during Holy Week when they entered Jerusalem. And of course, they were hiding. And of course, now with this Easter that has sprung, Thomas is the one that's like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to believe all the hype. And eventually he does. When Jesus appeared to him, he encouraged him to touch the wounds. And of course, his response was, my Lord and my God. And sure enough, St. Thomas, who once doubted, believed. Faith conquers doubt. It is in this great mercy that God gives us, we have a new birth to a living hope, as we were reminded in Acts of the Apostles, the resurrection of Jesus Christ. St. Thomas was looking for that resurrected Christ who came back from the grave to redeem humanity. How else can we understand this great Sunday? Well, first we have to understand the mystery of his mercy. As St. Faustina, who wrote a diary about the visions she received from Jesus, she recalls that in this diary that she writes, there is one more secret in my life, the deepest and dearest to my heart. It is you yourself when you come to my heart under the appearance of bread. Herein lies the whole secret of my sanctity. Here my heart is so united in yours as to be but one. There are no more secrets, because all that is yours is mine, and all that is mine is yours. Such is the omnipotence and the miracle of your mercy. I think what St. Faustina wants us to understand is Jesus finds the holes in our lives for him to go into and experience his loving mercy. You cannot have mercy without love. You cannot have mercy without peace. The first words that Jesus would say when he appeared to the apostles in the upper room was, "Peace be with you." And we offer peace to people at Mass. And we are called to share the peace of Christ with every person that we encounter. Whenever we share the peace of Christ, we also share his mercy. And in today's world, I mean, I don't have to go down the list of what's been happening lately, but we do need God's mercy now. And it begins with you. You are called to be a minister of mercy. Whether it be at the grocery store, whether it be at work, whether it be when you're in the hustle and bustle of the city. Sometimes we have to slow down and encounter somebody where they are. It was even Christ who said, "Peace I leave you, my peace I give you." What wounds are you carrying right now? Are they physical, mental, spiritual? Maybe it's time you let God invite you into the abode of his mercy. Because when we let God take control, he will make those who doubt him believe. All it takes for us is to trust in him. Jesus, we trust in you. Happy Easter. God bless.